Good morning, ladies. I just thought I'd pop on and show you how we did our pockets for the JuMo bag. It seems that that was one video that we missed. We started the videos while after we sort of started. I think it was the second week we started the videos. Anyway, I've got in front of me my front of my bag, right sides up, and this is the back of the bag. We're going to get our template, our main template, this one, and place it to the left. Okay, so this is the top with the pointy bits up the top, both sides. Lay your pattern on the top of your fabric like that, and hopefully you've got these markings for the pocket placement. There should be a rectangle at the side there. This is my pattern piece for the lining of the pocket. It's got the little hole cut out for the zip. Get your fabric for the pocket and just line up your fabric with that line, okay? Within that box, okay? So then what we're going to do, we're going to hold it in place and take away the pattern. Don't move it, whatever you do. We're going to take our template with the cutout on the left-hand side and place that on the top. And hopefully I will have given you a strip of woven interfacing to use, and this is going to be like a bit of reinforcement for where the pocket actually goes, the zip goes, I should say. So to get that in place, I'm going to use a little bit of chalk, otherwise it's a bit of a guesswork to get this right. And just move forward a little bit so you can see. I'm just going to use a little bit of chalk and just draw a line in the centre to give me a rough idea of where that tape has got to go. You can just about see a line there. So rough side down, I'm just going to place that over that line I've just made centrally, as near as I can, on the top. And I'm just going to iron that quickly in place. Remember, don't let anything else move. Place the pattern piece on the top again, and hopefully you'll see the woven interfacing through the hole. You need a pen, not a friction pen, because when you're ironing it, you don't want the line to come off even before you've had a chance to machine it. So you're going to draw around the inside of that little cutout box. And if you've done one of these zips before, you'll know that we are actually going to machine on that line now. Get some clips in place, or pins I should say. Better to use fit pins, you won't be able to use your clips. Pin that in place. Right, so let me just take that to the machine quickly. So use a nice small stitch, a 2.5 or 3, probably a 2.5 would be better. Go nice and slow around the corner. your threads. Okay. So I did go slightly off the line there, but I'm trying to rush. So I'll just cut those out, that'll be fine. Right, now what we're going to do, we're going to cut right down the centre of that line. So get a nice sharp pair of snippy scissors, I would say. These will do, they've got a nice sharp point on them. Take your pins out. I normally fold it like this and do a little snip so I can get start my scissors off in that hole. Cut down the centre. If you want to draw a line you can, but I'm doing it by eye, it's just as easy. I'm just making sure I just cut right down the middle. Now try not to cut right to the very end. What I want you to do is now snip into the corner without cutting your stitches. So make this quite a big sort of V shape. If you do a really tiny one, it's just going to fray. Do the other side. So I'm cutting to about there and then snip into that corner and be very careful you don't snip into your stitches. As close as you dare. Now you're going to post it through the letterbox. So post all that fabric through. Get it all coming through to the other side. Take your time. I normally like to sort of finger press it and then put the iron over it afterwards. So just press it into place to begin with. And then I'm going to flip it to the other side. Get it right on that seam. Roll it between your fingers if you're having trouble getting it right on the edge. Press with your fingers for now. Give it a pull from the other side if you need. I'm going to flip it over and work from this side now. If you haven't quite snipped into your corners enough, you'll have a lot of puckering around here. But normally by pushing and pressing with your fingers and then with the iron, you can normally get that looking not too bad. So there we are. So from the front, because this is a side zip, it's going to look like this. Top of your bag with the pointy bits. And then this is the aperture where your zip's going to go, just here. So where's my zip? We want to make sure that when the zip is closed, that it's in the up position. Okay, so make sure your zipper pole is at the top when it's closed, and when you open the pocket you want to pull it down and pull up to close it. So at this point what we're going to do, we're going to put the zip underneath, place it underneath. This is just an example. I haven't got my zipper pull on, so make sure you've got your zipper pull on and make sure that it's showing in the hole. Position it in place. If you've got double-sided tape you could use that to hold the zip in place until you've sewn. Go on then. Just talking to the doggy. So at this point you want to pin it into place and then sew, machine sew all the way around that hole, making sure your zipper pull is in the middle before you sew it down. All right. Once that's done, flip it back over. Your zip is going to be in position. I'll just lay it there for now, and it's a bit long. You're going to bring the other side of the lining up. You've got to fold this end. you're going to machine the 3 sides to enclose that pocket. So along there, along there, and along there. Just a centimetre seam allowance is absolutely fine, okay? And once that's done, I actually did another machine stitch to hold it into place. So the top of your bag is up here. I want you to do a machine line through all 3 layers. So 2 layers of your lining and 1 layer of your main fabric. So along the top, all the way through 3 layers. And again, you're going to sew along the bottom edge as well, okay? And then that's your front or your back outside pocket done, all right? Let's walk you through the other inside pocket. Now, pretend this is your lining, okay? I don't want to cut another bit of fabric. Pretend this is your lining, and it doesn't matter which piece of your lining because they're both going to be the same. You're going to use pattern piece number 6. I want you to find the centre of your top of your bag. Just fold it over, match up those pointy bits. You can use a pin to mark the centre, like that. Just use a pin. Then I want you to measure down 12 centimetres from the top. You put a pin in there at 12 centimetres. Get your pocket lining. You would have cut this on the fold. Find the centre of your lining. I'm going to put a crease mark there. Line that up with the centre centre pin there and your 12 centimetre pin marking there. And again, you're going to do exactly the same thing. Let me just find my pocket lining. Here it is, under here. So you can see I haven't actually cut out the hole, but we're going to do exactly the same thing again. You're going to place that onto your pattern, onto your lining. Mark out where the opening needs to go. You should have another strip ready to put in place for reinforcement, and also it helps because this is dark blue. You wouldn't see your pen marks necessarily, so it's handy to see exactly where you're going. Machine around your line and put your zip in exactly the same way. Once you've posted it through the hole on the back, you're going to bring it up again and enclose that pocket around the 3 edges, and then again sew top and bottom just so it holds in position and so your pocket doesn't move around. I hope that helps. All right, thank you.